Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video we will see the practical implementation of this RxJS operators. In the previous video we have seen the introduction of the operators, right? There are two kinds of operators, that is creation operators and also the pipeable operators. Now in this video we will try to see how to implement these two types of operators. Now I am creating here, this is our normal project, so the old project only. Here I am creating a component ngGC components slash operators hyphen basics. So this is the component I am creating for implementing the RxJS operators. So let it create. By then in the app component.html I will comment out this previous component and I will write the new component here, operators hyphen basics. Okay, so this is the component I have created. Now let's go to the operators basics here. Now this is the component has been created, okay, and this is the HTML file. Okay, let's try to see the output. So how the output will come. If I try to see the output, if I open the output here, yeah, operators basics or the component has been loaded. Now let's try to write the basic, how to implement the operators. Now if I go into this component, yeah, here in the ng on init, first I will try to create an observable. So we already have seen a couple of what we can say creation operators like interval, off, from event. These are all the things we have seen, right? So in the same scenario, let's try to take constant new observable. So I am creating an observable. I am storing it in one variable. Now here we can use of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is an creation observable. Okay, so this is a standalone function. Like this we will be implementing. So what are the creation operators we are having, we can implement it like this, of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or otherwise we can use another operator, something like interval. Okay, interval. So interval, as we already discussed in the previous videos, that interval will send the values, will emit the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that for a particular period of time. So the period of time we can mention it here, something like 1 second. So for every second it will emit the values, so numeric numbers. Now here I will subscribe to this observable. So how can I subscribe? Dot subscribe. So I will get a number, and what I will try to do is I will try to console the number, console.log number. That's it. So now we have created a new observable, and for that observable we are subscribing and we are printing the number. Let's try to see the output. So if I try to see the output, here you will be able to see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going on displaying the numbers. Fine. Up to here it is fine. We have already discussed. Now where the usage of operators comes is, now we have seen the creation operator. Now we need to see the pipeable operators. Now here the observable is emitting that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Now my requirement is, okay fine, let's interval emit the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now what I want is, I want to print into the output only the even numbers or odd numbers. Okay, let's take it as even numbers. I want to console the even numbers only. I don't want to console this odd numbers or remaining all numbers. I want to console it only the even numbers. How can I do? So in the subscribe, I can write a logic something like data mod 2. So whichever is divisible by 2, so those are nothing but the even numbers. So I can write it like this. Sorry, here it is a number. Okay, now I can console the logic. Okay, that's it. Now what is the output if we will try to see? So here if you try to see 0, 2, 4, so the odd numbers has been skipped away and we are printing and we are consoling only the values which are even numbers only. So we have written a logic in such a way that in the subscribe we are doing some logic. So these type of logics we can use it, we can achieve it using the operators. Okay, so now whenever we are emitting a value, instead of going into the subscribe, we can send it to the operator so that it will filter out the observables. Okay, so it will generate a new observable for us. Now what I can do is I can achieve the same thing using the operators. So I will try to subscribe here. So now I will write, so I will remove this one all. Okay, so I can achieve this even number concept using the operator. So how can I do this? If I want to implement an operator for a observable, means we need to use pipe. Okay, So in this pipe I can use the list of operators. As we already seen the list of operators, I will show you. So here we can use one operator that is nothing but filter. Okay, so if you want to see means, so you can go here and you can write RxJS guide operators, and here you will be able to see all the list of operators. Okay, so now if I want to filter the data, I want to filter the data, right? So here you can go and filtering operators. Here you can use whole way list of operators. Here in this one I am using the filter operator. Okay, so the filter, what it will try to do is it will filter the data. So here the filter, so let it import it from the RxJS / operators. So here I can import it filter from RxJS / operators. Okay, so I am using the filter. So this is the filter, and this filter will get the value number, so whatever the observable you are having, and here we will return, okay, return number mod 2 is equal to 0. So this filter will return only true or false. So we are sending, if it is true means it will be sent to the subscribe. If it is not true means it will not send anything. So here I can use the subscribe of number, and here I can write console.log number. That's it. So the same output, so it will give you the same output. If you try to see the output here, so here you will be 0 0. So first is coming from the first observable, 2 2 4 4 like this. So the advantage of this one is, so we can bypass the logic here, so that in the subscribe we can keep it as plain. So here the logic operation is taken by the operators. It is filtering the data. So here we are getting value something like 0 1 2 3 4, but the filter what it will try to do is, so interval is sending the value 0. So it will go to the filter instead of going to the subscribe, and this, as you already seen, that pipeable operator takes input as observable and gives observable as an output. So the filter we are getting the number as an observable. Okay, the observable we are getting this new observable, and in that observable it is checking that value whether it is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible by 2 means returning true. True means it will go to the subscribe. Okay, so that value, that observable, so it will go to the, that observable will go to the subscribe. So this is how we will be using these operators. And we can also, one other thing what you need to remember is, we can also implement multiple operators in a single observable. So now here what I want to do is, I want to implement even number, something like this. So what I can do, so I can want to append a string before the number. So I can write something like even number. Okay, like this I want to implement. Okay, now if I try to see the output here, you will be able to see 0. For first one you are able to see that even number, and for the second one we are able to see only 6 4 something like that. So we have appended a string before the observable. Now the same situation, as the same scenario, I want to implement it here also. So how can I implement here? Now I can use another operator, something like map operator. Okay, so this map operator, what it will try to do is, it will try to change the data. So if you want to change the observable data, so now the observable data is giving us only a number value, something like 0 1 2 3 like that. If you want to modify the data, or otherwise if you want to change the data, you can use this map operator. So now this map operator, what it will try to do, so it will take the number, okay, and here it will return something like even number okay. So now here the map operator, what it will trying to do is, so here what it is happening is, new observable is sending a data 0. First it will go to the filter. So the filter will try to check that whether it is even number or not. If it is even number means this observable will be sent to the map operator, and when this map operator, what it will try to do is, it will take that number, and for that observable, so it will try to append this even number. It will create a new observable, and it will send it to the subscribe. So now for that observable we are subscribing. For this map observable, what is the observable sent by this map operator, we are subscribing to that map thing. So now it will give you the output as even number, something like this. Now if you try to see the output here, see the both the things are implementing even number like this. Okay, so now this is the use of this operator. So now here, what are the logic we have written in the subscribe, right? So this all the logic has been taken care by the operators. Now the subscribe is a plain thing. Okay. Now whoever, so this observable we can write it any function or anything, and now when we subscribe this one, so you will be able to see all the output. For example, if you want to see, if you want to do the same logic, means you need to implement the same logic in wherever you are using this observable. Wherever you are subscribing to this observable, you need to use the same logic. Whereas this one, what we can do is we can write it one function, and we can use that function so that every time it will generate you the same data only. Okay, this is the advantage of these operators. Now here we have seen the two operators, filter and the map. So like this, if you want to implement the multiple operators, means we can implement using this comma oriented like this. Okay, so one by one, so top down it will execute. First filter will be executed, and this filter output will be sent to the second as an input, and like this it will go on going on sending like this, and at the last we will be subscribing to that outer observable. Okay, hope you understood this basic implementation of these operators. So now next video onwards, what we'll try to do is we'll try to see one by one operators, how these are useful in the RxJS. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video, and if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.